let me give you guys one quick flash test. This is flash. Deep it. No flashback. Bit.
She smell like East Saint Laurent. My garms are from Italy, I feel like the Don. Paris Fashion Week, I'm watching Louis Vuitton. Saw her favourite rapper, listen, now she feeling my song.
Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So today I decided to film a foundation routine video for you guys. This one is specifically for my dark skin chocolate ladies. Recently I decided to just get rid of the old and bring in some new products into my routine. Everything new that I bought. This is the first time I'm actually trying it all and putting it together for you guys to see. If you want to achieve this glow, this chocolatey goodness that you are witnessing right now, I would highly recommend that you sit back, relax, take notes, and enjoy the rest of this video. Before we move on, this video is in collaboration with a company called Upretty hair. They provided this wonderful wig for me, so I will be giving you all the details on the hair, the pros, the cons, what I like about it, what I don't like about it, as well as styling the hair and showing you guys how I achieved like these curls and how I got it to like lay down flat and whatnot. So yeah, as I said, sit back, relax, take notes, and enjoy the rest of this video. So this is a 26-inch water wave wig with a 13x4 frontal. It came already made. If you know me, you know that wig making is not my forte. I always say this in all my videos. As soon as a company hits me up, it's always straight to the wigs. Like, I just don't have time to be purchasing individual bundles and making it into a wig. And some of these hairdressers be expensive out here, boy. So if I'm making a wig, I'm making the wig myself. I'm not taking it to anyone. And all of that is just really time consuming. Even looking for a hairdresser is time consuming. So yeah, I just really appreciate when brands like already have wigs in stock. It just makes life so much easier. The lace blends in with my hair really nicely. I did have a bit of a mishap where I bleached the roots. I always do this when I try and bleach the knots, like the lace. I always seem to go too deep and then end up bleaching the hair, so that the hair is slightly bleached at the front, but it's nothing too deep. Like, I still like it. I've glued one side down just to show you guys how nicely the lace blends in. So I'm just going to try and tame the hair a little bit. As you can see, I am looking rather crazy. So to do that, I'm just gonna comb it all out using a wide tooth comb, and then taking my spray bottle. It's got water and conditioner in it. I'm just going to basically saturate the hair, and then this will allow the curls to, you know, redefine themselves and just make the hair pop basically. So while I just finished doing this, I'm going to quickly give you guys the pros and cons of this hair and what I like and what I don't really like about the hair. What would I say is the best thing about the hair? I think the best thing about the hair is the frontal and how easy it's been for me to work with. In terms of like the lace color, in terms of how like thin the lace is, I always say thin lace is good lace. And yeah, this lace is not extremely thin to the point where it's ripping or anything, but thin enough for you to, you know, blend in with your scalp really nicely, as you can see. I think the thickness of the hair is perfect. With like wet and wavy hair, I don't like it to be too thick. Like, not as thick as I would get like straight hair, if that makes sense, because this looks like this now, but during the course of the day, when your hair starts to dry and the hair starts to get bigger and bigger and bigger, you're gonna wish that you got less bundles. So yeah, I think this is like the perfect density. I'm not exactly sure what density this is at the moment, but I will definitely put the information down below and let you guys know what density I got in this wig. And I love the frontal and how far back that goes. Like, deep how long that frontal is. Like, that's a long frontal. And it's true to length. Like I said, I got it in 26 inches. It goes all the way like past my boob, almost to my waist even. It's quite long. So while this is getting hot, I'm just gonna start to lay down the top bit. So yeah, that's it for the hair aspect of the video. I'm just going to leave that to dry. So yeah, let's move on and get going with the makeup. Okay, now that I've touched water, my hands are going to be dry. I do apologize, my hand cream is somewhere, I don't know where, and it's just not accessible at the moment, so do try and forgive. Okay, so the first couple of steps of my makeup routine haven't really changed. I'm still using the same primer and setting with the same powder. So I'm using my L'Oreal Infallible primer, and this is a really good primer for like large pores. It proper like fills in your pores and just smooths out your surface. As you know, flawless makeup requires a flawless base. So first and foremost, you have to look after your skin. But after that, you gotta make sure that you're using the correct primer to just really like smooth everything out. Now I'm just going to set the primer, and to do that I'm using my Ben Nye powder. This is a shade Topaz and a beauty blender, a dry beauty blender. This just allows the primer to like do its job for a lot longer. It sets your face for a lot longer and prevents like oiliness for a lot longer as well, rather than just using the primer on its own. Okay, so for my foundation, I'm using the NARS Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation, and I'm in the shade Zambi. So I'm just using a small fluffy brush to just go like over my eyebrows and stuff to just take away that halo effect. Well, obviously my stippling brush is just way too big to get around those areas, so this is what I like to use. For concealer, I'm using this new concealer that I've never used before. It's my Revolution Conceal and Define concealer, and it's in the shade C14. Now I'm just going to use my wet beauty blender to just blend that all in. Okay, not gonna lie, that just disappeared. Was it just me? I don't know if it blended or it disappeared. But anyway, we'll fix that later. I'm just gonna blend the rest in, blend my forehead. Okay, so I'm just going to add a little bit more because I don't know if I didn't use enough or the colour is just too dark, but I feel like that literally just blended in. Maybe I just need to buy a lighter colour, but I'm just going to... Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and set those highlighted areas with my Ben Nye setting powder, and this is in the shade Topaz. And I don't really like to bake, like I always say this in my videos, but baking has never really been my thing. Okay, so now I'm just going to contour my nose. I'm using my Sleek Contour palette, and this is in the shade Dark. Okay, and to contour my face, I'm using my blush in this MAC. Why is my tongue getting twisted? My MAC blush in the shade Sketch. If you know the struggle us dark skin babes have to go through to find a contour that's dark enough, so I just be out here using purple eyeshadow. And that's a hack if you didn't know. If you're dark skin and you can't find a contour dark enough, just use a bit of, you know, purple blush. And you know, purple has red undertones as well, so it does work quite well on my skin, I must admit. But it would be nice if I could just find an actual, you know, contour dark enough for my skin. But until then, we use Sketch. Okay, so now I'm just going to sweep away all the excess powder from like under my eye. Now I'm just quickly going to reverse contour. So I'm just going to sweep some of my powder underneath, right underneath that contour that I created. And I'm gonna sweep away the excess powder with my buffer brush. I'm so upset, guys. I've literally just filmed the rest of the makeup, my highlight, my lip gloss, and it wasn't recorded. I'm so upset because I wanted you guys to really see it come together. But it's okay, it's okay. This is not the end of the world. It's not the end of the world, and I will be doing more makeup tutorials. So, but I'm just going to show you guys what I used anyway for my highlight. As you can see, I'm glowing literally from within. And that is as a result of my Revolution Vivid Baked Bronzer. This is in the shade Rock on World. After that, I put on some Urban Decay all-nighter spray to just really break down all the powderiness of the makeup. On my lips, I'm using my Kiko lip gloss, and this is in the colour 17, my 3D Hydra lip gloss. And on top of that, I put just clear lip gloss. And that's how I completed the look. I really wish you guys could have seen that, but it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. And yeah, with the hair, this is how it looks now that it's more or less, it's not dry, but it's just at the, you know, just how I like it to be honest. I actually proper like this hair. Like, this actually suits me. So yeah, a massive thumbs up for this hair. I would 100% recommend it to you guys. Like I said before, I will leave all the information to their hair in the description box. The company is called Upretty Hair. Make sure you do check them out. And yeah, that's it for this makeup video. I actually really like how this turned out. I love my new foundation and my concealer. The whole combination, the combination of the two, I think really does work really well for my skin tone. What is a makeup tutorial without a flash test? Let me give you guys one quick flash test to really show you what we're working with. Guys, flash test. This is flash. Deep it, no flashback. Bitch!
Smell like East Sailor Run. My garms are from Italy, I feel like the Don. Paris Fashion Week, I'm watching Louis Vuitton. Saw her favourite rapper, listen, now she feeling my song.